Dost, my dear friend, you are most welcome on my channel that is known as the KAFFIR International Organization. Today we will discuss about the remedy of the jihad asghar. What is the jihad asghar and what is the remedy of this jihad asghar and why this jihad asghar is very dangerous to the society or the non-Muslims. So you first should know about the jihad asghar. There are two type of jihad asghar. That is jihad akbar, jihad asghar. Two type of jihad. Jihad akbar means to fight, to inner fight against the bad evils inner the body or inner the consciousness. And jihad asghar, the fight against the non-Muslims or the KAFFIRS. And killing the KAFFIRS is known as a jihad asghar. Jihad akbar, to fight against the evil deeds or the violence himself, is totally a vague, totally in vain when the jihad asghar is present in this world. Because jihad asghar allows to killing the non-Muslim kafirs. So there is no use of a jihad akbar. This is in vague jihad akbar. As Shah Rukh Khan cheated all the Hindus and all non-Muslims, that in Islam there is no violence, there is no killing, there is no robbery. And jihad means to reform yourself or your soul. He told only the one aspect of the jihad, that is known as jihad akbar. But he didn't tell about the jihad asghar, which is the chota jihad, which is very dangerous to this society. As we are well aware that the inception of Islam, this jihad asghar, is deteriorating the peace and harmony all the world. That is known as jihad asghar. According to jihad asghar, the robbery known as the Mal Ganimat is certified by Allah, so-called Allah, who was created by Prophet Muhammad Sahib itself. So we cannot say that Allah is a truth or Allah is a truth. It is a greatest light that there is any Allah who created this universe and who allows the killing of the non-Muslims or the kafirs, or killing the slaughtering the animals in the name of the Allah. Certainly this is a Allah is created by Prophet Muhammad, so-called Prophet Muhammad. I would like to say him as so-called Prophet Muhammad. Such type prophet cannot be a kind-hearted good person, because no prophet, if certainly he is a prophet and he came to the welfare of the mankind, he cannot be so cruel as Prophet Muhammad was. He was the killers, he was the robbers. He was the killer and he was robber. And he looted or robbed so many women of the Banu Qurayza and so many tribals, Jewish tribes. That is known as Banu Khazraj, Banu Abbas, Banu Nadir. So many tribes of the Jews, the women were being looted by regularly by Prophet Muhammad and his companions known as Sahabi. His companions, not its, because he was alive at that time. Now he is its companions. So this jihad asghar is a totally dangerous to the society, the civil society, and the present day. In the modern day civilization, nobody can bear such type jihad asghar. Jihad akbar is in vague or the aywas for the non-Muslims. Because if you are violent, you can kill the non-Muslims or the kafirs according to the Quran and its description that there is no meaning of jihad akbar. Means reform your soul. You cannot reform your soul whenever you are regularly killing the non-Muslims in the name of the Allah or the Prophet or the Iman. That is not the belief. So Islam is having so many contradictory verses in Quran and in description. In many verses, it has been described that Allah is very kind-hearted. Allah is only kind-hearted for the non-Muslims, not the Muslims, not the non-Muslims, but only the Muslims. Because Allah always allowed to kill the non-Muslims On the basis of that, they are not following the religion of Islam, or they are not following the verses of Quran, or they are not following the prophecy of Prophet Muhammad, or they are not following the teaching of Islam, which is very, very unideal and very, very against this humanity. In Quran, so many verses which are very, very dangerous to the society. It is very amazing that Allah allows the robbery of the non-Muslims, and this factor known as, or this aspect known as Mali Ganimat in Islam. This is why we are disclosing the all verses of the Quran on the my second channel, that is known as Dharam Ka Darshan Shastra, who Joe Biden and many president of the American president, even Mr. Barack Obama also told that Islam is the peace of religion. These politicians are hypocrites. They are telling lie. They are the greatest liar. Who is calling the Islam is a piece of religion? They are the most hypocrites people in this world. And many politicians in India also are very hypocrites. Even the father of Salman Khan, Mr. Salim Khan, who is the writer, script writer of the movies, always created nuisance in his script. As in Sole, the sarcasm was too much against the Lord Shiva, Bhagwan Shiv, when the Basanti character, which was played by uh, Hema Malini, who is now the member of the parliament from the BJP, Bharatiya Janata Party, also sarcastic when Dharmender, who is now also was the member of the BJP from Bikaner, always sarcasm against the Hindu religion, Sanatan Vedic culture. They are they mocked Lord Shiva in the one scene when a powder, uh, uh, a box of the powder, empty box of powder, Mr. Viru, that role was played by Dharmendra, put on his mouth and said, हम भगवान शंकर आपसे रुष्ट हो जाएंगे अगर बसंती वीरू से शादी नहीं करोगे. This such type of sarcasm was written by this hypocrite, this rogue person that is known as Salim Khan, the father of Salman Khan. They are not even a single ABCD of Sanatan Vedic Dharam, and they did not know always a single ABCD of the Islam. This Islam is providing the hatred, violence, disturbing the peace everywhere in the world. In many European countries, those countries which are very liberals in their minds, certainly the people of the Western countries which are following the theory of liberalism is totally stupid, or they are ignorant, because they do not know if you are liberal, but Islam is not liberal. If you are sleeping with a mad dog, certainly the dog will bite you and you will be killed by the rabies. No cure, no medicine for the rabies. So this Islamic theory is just like rabies. It is more effective than rabies. One instance that if any Muslim can leave the Islam, he cannot be leave Islam, because leaving of the Islam, the punishment is only death penalty. This is the dictatorship of Islam. If one person who are not Muslim and converted to Islam by ignorance, to without knowing the reality of Islam, the Islam propagate the violence and stupidity, as the earth is flattened according to Islam. But earth is not flattened, the earth is round, as we are well aware. Even the sixth class student can tell that earth is round, not flattened. In Islam, earth is static and the sun moves around the earth. But a fifth class student can tell you that earth is moving around the sun and earth not static. This is why the stupidity, the violence disturbing the peace among the non-Muslims, the resultant is that the Islam is not a piece of religion. And the Allah is very unkind to the mankind. He is very unkind to mankind if there is any Allah. Though we are well aware that this Allah was prepared by Prophet Muhammad Sahib for his own vested interest. He made so many Quranic verses for his vested interest to lust his fulfill the sexual desire. He killed the Safiya bint Huyaya. He killed the husband of Safiya bint Huyaya, Kinan al-Rabi, and his father, Huyaya. And this shameless prophet slept the same night with the Safiya bint Huyaya after killing her husband and her father. This is the shamelessness this is the cruelty of the Prophet Muhammad. Nowadays, you are seeing that the petty Samuel was killed. So many. Recently, a news that a German tourist was killed by a Islamic monastery, fanatic Islamic monastery under the Eiffel Tower, to tie with the Eiffel Tower. So these hypocrites politicians who are screaming that the Islam of the peace of religion, they are the cheating the public, even the Muslims. Though the Islamic scholars are cheating the Muslim because they are not telling the truth of Islam. If they are, if anyone disclose the Islam, they are threatening that गुस्ताखे रसूल की क्या सजा सर्तन से जुदा, meaning if you will insult the Prophet Muhammad Sahib, you will be beheaded. But if the truth of Prophet Muhammad Sahib is the same alike as I am telling you, then what is the blasphemy? Only the truth is blasphemy where the ideology of Islam is so violent and cruel. Then what is this blasphemy? This cannot be blasphemy. Islam, the only religion which the followers of this religion are afraid of to disclosing the real facts of Islam. And they are screaming, this is the blasphemy, the insult of Prophet Muhammad. This is not true. This is the greatest lie, that to disclose the truth is a blasphemy. The blasphemy rule in Pakistan and many Islamic countries are only to hide the evil deeds of so-called Prophet Muhammad bin Abdullah. He wrote so many caravans of the Jews in his life. And his companion also looted so many caravans in his life. And the most of the attacks of the Prophet Muhammad was the offensive attacks, not the defensive attack. Excluding one attack, that is known of trench war or Khandak ki ladai. Because Prophet Muhammad tried to loot the caravans of the Abu Sufyan thrice. So, to put revenge against the Prophet Muhammad Sahib, Abu Sufyan and his companions came from to Makkah. And this war result was abundant. No victory at all. Only 2 or 3% were killed by the Prophet Muhammad army. And the next war, Uhud war, which was the offensive by Prophet Muhammad, the 2 teeth was broken by the Prophet Muhammad and he lies under the dead bodies due to the fear. There was no angel came to save these Muslims at that time. So this false and fabricated story, which was propagated by Muhammad Sahib, that one Muslim is equal to 10 non-Muslim, is totally a stupidity. And this is why, due to following this stupidity, they are killing the non-Muslim throughout the world. That after killing of the non-Muslim or kafir, they will go to hell or Jannat, and they will got 72 hurs and some kilmas for the woman. There is no 72 hurs. There is no Jannat at all. You are devastating your lives. The teaching of Madrasa and Tablighi Jamaat are totally destructing the lives of the Muslims, the young generation of Muslims. Even they may be good scientists, good doctor, engineers, and teachers, and so on, but they are lying in the greatest lies of that is known as the Islam. The science of Islam is totally false and fabricated, totally wrong science, which are being taught in madrasa by the Islamic uh, um, madrasa teachers known as muftis, I think. So, whatsoever so may be. Even the Deoband is the den of the terrorist. Deoband situated in the Saranpur district. Because in Deoband, the teaching of the Islam, as I witnessed in my this video, and as I read in Quran, you can read the Quran and its hadith, the description of the deeds of the Prophet Muhammad as in companion known as a hadith. So many hadiths are available in this market and on the internet. It can be searched. On the Google, you can search the Sahih Muslim, Sahih Bukhari, Al Tabri, and so many hadiths you can search out. And in these hadiths, after reading these hadiths, you will find that Muhammad was a very cruel person. He is not just like a prophet, but he is just like a devil who always killed the non-Muslims. And on the basis of the Prophet Muhammad teaching, the Hindu women were raped by Ms. Abdali, and so many temples were desecrated by Somnath, as Somnath, Chintapundi by Muhammad Ghaznavi. And even the Akbar was not a great, he was the fraud. He also killed 500 black cows in the Kangra temple and 45,000 non-combat Hindus in the Chittorgarh. The third saga or Jor was happened or occurred at the time of Akbar. Akbar was so lusty that he prepared a Meena Bazaar to choose the new girls or women in that market. Islam is only begins from the talwar and ends to the salwar, or begins from salwar to ends to the talwar. Means this Islam begins from the bloodbath and to the lust. And this begins to the lust and up to the bloodbath. Only for kidnapping the girls, Muhammad attacked the Tabuk 700 miles from the Medina, where the blonde eyes women were living at that time, the Roman women, the beautiful woman. And he went to Tabuk and kidnapped or looted so many women. This is the character of Prophet Muhammad. And jihad is a very dangerous theory to the non-Muslims. And what is the remedy? The jihad. The only remedy to jihad, the fight against Islamic, this Islamic custom, which is evil custom. We must have to unite it. Otherwise, one by one, we will be killed by these Islamic monsters who are promoting the jihad, means the open war against the non-Muslim. Thank you very much.